So Tesla's been having some issues with full self-driving. As you may know, it's not really full self-driving and may or may not crash into a wall. And just generally speaking, full self-driving has had mixed reviews. Some people say it's really good, some people say it's really bad. As someone who's used the system myself for a long road trip, it is horrible. It will phantom brake at literally anything it thinks might be a car in front of you. It is ridiculous. It is not a good system. It is not intelligent. It is really, really stupid unless you're on like a main highway with 5 lanes. That's the only time it's actually useful. And of course, since the system is not very good, there was a class action lawsuit against Tesla because they called it full self-driving. And that really does imply the car can drive itself. It does say full self-driving. And with all this controversy around full self-driving, Tesla has finally canned full self-driving, kind of. They're now calling it full self-driving supervised because they can't get away with just calling it full self-driving anymore. So unfortunately, Tesla will still be using full self-driving software in their cars, even though it is dangerous and bad, because I mean, look at the robo taxi. It can't even drive where it's supposed to go. Hey, autonomous future, guys, autonomous future. So yeah, when you go to buy a Tesla now, it will tell you it's full self-driving supervised, and it costs $8,000 to get an autopilot package that is worse than every other competitor. And I'm not exaggerating. Like seriously, like Blue Cruise or whatever it's called, like even Ram has a better auto cruise control than Tesla. Like companies you would assume would be behind the futuristic car company with an iPad in it are actually ahead of Tesla, because yeah, I just don't know what they're doing over there at Tesla. Full self-driving is genuinely one of the biggest flops in history. It started off as the best software you could get, period. And then it just never got better. Like literally, it just never got better. I'm sure some people will disagree with that, but at the end of the day, this software was promised to be full self-driving like 10 years ago, and it's still not here. So in my mind, it sucks. It's not good. But at the very least, Tesla has to say it's supervised now. They can't just lie to you and say it is full self-driving, so that is an overall good thing, I guess. Like, the software still sucks, the cars are getting worse, but yeah, you can't call it full self-driving anymore. I guess that's kind of a win. And that full self-driving lawsuit is not the only high-profile lawsuit that Tesla is currently involved in. Someone else just recently filed a lawsuit against Tesla for preferring H-1B visa employees over anybody else. Someone went to apply and work for Tesla, and they were told that that position was only for people with H-1B visas. And if you don't know what an H-1B visa is, basically it's a visa that allows you to stay in the country to work. And the big problem with these visas is that your employer controls your visa. And you might see where this becomes a problem. If your employer controls your visa, they have a lot of power to pay you a lot less. And also, if you don't do what you're told and you're fired, you have to leave the country. So if you build up a life in America and then you get fired from Tesla because you didn't want to do like, 12-hour shifts or whatever, you have to leave the country. The H-1B visa system is borderline slavery with how it operates. I'm sure there's a lot of people on the H-1B visa system that are not under these kind of conditions, but at the end of the day, that's what people like Elon Musk like using it for. It is cheap labor for these people. And it really isn't a surprise that Tesla would do things like this with the H-1B visa, because I mean, Elon Musk literally had issues with Donald Trump because of this specific visa. Like, Elon Musk talks about immigration on Twitter a lot, but when it comes to H-1B visas, he's all in on those. So it really doesn't surprise me that Tesla would be hit with a lawsuit like this, because yeah, it's kind of obvious if you look at Elon Musk's Twitter account that he really likes cheaper labor. I'm just being real here. Now, obviously, I don't know for sure if Tesla has done this. It just wouldn't surprise me if they end up losing this case, because yeah, their own CEO talked about H-1B visas a lot. And it also makes sense that Elon Musk would want cheaper labor at Tesla, because recently his pay package for $1 trillion requires the cheapest amount of labor he could possibly get. So I saw this pay package pop up a while ago, the $1 trillion pay package, and honestly, I don't think he'll ever get this money. As much as it was a great headline, the $1 trillion pay package for Elon Musk, really the stipulations to get this pay package are kind of impossible. Like, for example, he's supposed to deliver 20 million cars total by 2030, and they've only delivered 6 million as of now. It's a really far-reaching number. Tesla would also have to deliver 1 million robo-taxis, which I just don't think is actually possible. I think if there was 1 million robo-taxis on the road, there'd be crashes every day from these cars. They're not good at driving. Like, don't get me wrong, the robo-taxis can drive in a straight line for a fairly long time. But when they have to do anything in a city, they kind of freeze up and don't do it because they suck at driving. Full self-driving is not real, okay? Elon Musk has confirmed himself. It is now supervised full self-driving. And just from what I've seen of robo-taxis on the road, I don't think these things will ever exist in mass numbers. They truly are not that good. Waymo cars are way better, and Waymo cars still have tons of issues, okay? Like, I'm not saying any of the full self-driving car companies are good. When I compare Tesla to Waymo, I'm more so saying Waymo is still bad, and Tesla is so bad, they're behind Waymo. That's more of what I'm saying when I compare these two companies. Because Waymo cars are not the worst in the world, but they definitely still do have a bunch of issues. And they have like a call center of people ready at all times to answer your call if it gets stuck. Like if your Waymo car gets stuck. And another stipulation of that Elon Musk pay package is 1 million Optimus bots delivered, which I don't think will happen either. Have you guys seen the Optimus bots? They're not good. The most famous instance of the Optimus bot was at the Tesla restaurant, and this thing was remote controlled and it broke within 1 day. All this thing had to do was put popcorn into a cup, and it couldn't do that. It broke after 1 day, and it wasn't even doing it itself. A person was operating this robot, and it still ended up breaking from just being used because it's a robot. Like, if your robot can't last a day moving popcorn into cups, what you gonna do in like a factory where it has to lift heavy things? Like, this thing is not real. Optimus bot will never exist, in my opinion. Like, genuinely, Optimus is so far behind the competition, I don't know how anyone believes Elon Musk will make Optimus work. There has been no progress at all with these robots. The most impressive thing they do is pick up a trash bag right in front of it and put it in a bin that's right in front of it. They're not impressive machines at all. Like, China has the robot Olympics where robots do sport stuff, okay, and they suck at it. They're not good at it, to be clear, but like Optimus would get smoked in this competition. He wouldn't last a second. And the next stipulation I think is impossible, which is 10 million active, and the next stipulation to that $1 trillion pay package is 10 million active subscribers for full self-driving, now supervised. And I just don't think this is actually possible at all, especially since now it is supervised full self-driving and not full self-driving. I just don't think 10 million people would sign up for full self-driving. It just doesn't work. I don't see it happening. And if 10 million people did sign up for it, I think that there'd be so many videos posted online of it being bad that no one else would ever sign up for it again, and it would just die. Because it's genuinely not good. So yeah, the $1 trillion pay package thing is absurd. Do not get me wrong, okay? I just don't think Elon Musk will actually ever hit the targets to get the $1 trillion pay package because they're like impossible. They are definitely impossible. Optimus is not real. The cars are only going downhill in terms of quality and sales. Robo-taxis are also not real. They can't do the thing they said they were gonna do. There's still people in the car when you're driving in them. It's not a real robo-taxi at all. It's a guy in the car just staring at the car doing stuff in case it does something stupid. It's not a real robo-taxi. It just isn't. And the 10 million active subscribers to full self-driving I don't see as possible either, especially since now it's not even full self-driving. It's just fancy autopilot. That's all FSD is. It is fancy cruise control that can change lanes sometimes. That's all it is. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if you do. Click the end to for more content and have a good one.